All right, so we're going to do some applications with polynomial operations. Okay, so we learned about polynomial operations a couple units back. And this is just going to be putting some word problems to them, okay? So it's like you're going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing your polynomials, all right? So the width of a rectangle is 5x minus 4. The perimeter of the rectangle is 14x plus 4. What is the length of the rectangle? So I'm going to draw you an image just so you can see. Okay, so a rectangle is like this. Okay, now remember, perimeter is where you add all your sides up. So if I add all my sides up, I get 14x plus 4. It tells me the width. So the width, I really don't know what's width versus length sometimes. So we're just going to say, this is the, well, we'll say this is, I think this is the width. 5x minus 4. But I don't know the length. Okay, so the length is unknown. I'm going to label it A since we've already used x. Now, remember, perimeter is where you add up all the sides. And remember, a rectangle, opposite sides are the same. So if this is 5x, then this is 5x minus 4. If this is A, this is A. And if perimeter is where I add up everything, can't I just add up all these expressions? So I'm going to say A plus A. Well, that's 2A, right? Let's go ahead and write that. That's 2A. And then I'm going to say 5x minus 4 plus 5x minus 4. And that equals the perimeter. Okay? I can still combine some like terms over here. And I've got 2a plus 10x minus 8 equals 14x plus 4. Now, I'm getting a by itself. Okay? Got to keep in mind on that one. So, let's combine them. So now I got to get a by, so keep in mind who you're trying to, don't ever lose sight of who you're trying to get by itself. So I'm trying to get that guy by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 10x on both sides. I've got 2a minus 8 now equals 4x plus 4. Then I'm going to add that 8 on both sides. Now I have 2a equals 4x plus 12. Well, a is still not by itself, but I just got to divide by 2, so that's dividing everybody by 2. So a is going to equal 2x plus 6, and that's your length, guys. Okay? All right, let's do another one. The length of a rectangle is 4x squared plus 12x, and the area of the rectangle is 24x to the 4th plus 72x to the 3rd. What is the width of the rectangle? All right, so if the length, so let's do another one. So it says, if the length of a rectangle prism is 4x squared, the width is 6x cubed, and the volume is 48x to the 8th, what is the height of the rectangle prism? Well, the volume of a rectangular prism is volume equals length times width times height, okay? So my volume is 48x to the 8th. My length is 4x squared. My width is 6x cubed, and I don't know my height, okay? All right, so first I would simplify over here on the right-hand side. I would say the 4 times the 6, which is 24. And then x squared times x cubed is going to be x to the 6, and then times your height, okay? Now, I got to get h by itself, so I'm going to divide by the 24x to the 6. 24x to the 6. Now, this is just simple. 48 divided by 24 is going to be 2. When you divide exponentials, you subtract the exponent. So 8 minus 6 is going to be 2. So my height is going to be 2x squared. And that's it. Okay? All right, let's do another. Let's do something else. So back to area is what this one's looking like. It says a rectangular garden has a length of x plus 8 units and a width of x minus 4 units. Find the area. Well, area, again, is length times width. So I'm going to say x plus 8 times x minus 4. Box method. Box it up. There we go. We did a lot on the box method lately. Okay. And that's me negative 32. So my area for this will be x squared plus 4x minus 32. And that'll be your answer. Okay? All right, 2 more. So it says, Jean, let's change the color. Let's go back to red. Jean has a triangular garden with a perimeter that can be represented by 25x squared minus 9x plus 14. The sum of the two sides of the garden is represented by this. What expression is the third length? Well, you know, a triangle has 3 sides. So, perimeter is where you add up all the sides. But it already said 2 of the sides. So, if I add 2 of the sides together, it gives me this. Okay, so I already have 2 sides added together. So, I've got 10x squared plus 12x plus 9. But I'm missing that third side. We're going to put S. But I know the perimeter is 25x squared minus 9x plus 14. So we're just going to do what we've been doing. Get stuff over. Minus 10x squared minus 10x squared. You could really do them all together if you wanted to. And minus 12x minus 12x minus 9 minus 9. Okay? This all cancels, and I'm left with S equals 25 minus 10 is going to be 15x squared. Negative 9 and negative 12 is negative 21x. 14 minus 9 would be positive 5. And that's your third side length. Okay? All right, last one. And the last one I made a multiple choice because you're going to see multiple choice with this one in the future. And I want to show you how you can use it in your best interest. Okay? So it says the height of a box is represented by this expression. The volume is represented by this. Which expression below of the area of the base of the box? Well, volume is length times width times height, but volume is also your area times your height, okay? So it tells me that my volume is x cubed minus 27. I don't know my area, but I know my height is x minus 3. Well, I'm going to divide by x minus 3. So area is whatever this reduces down to. Well, instead of having to do all the long things, remember I taught you you can compare the graphs. I can type this one in, and whichever graph it matches is the answer. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by that. All right, so we type in our question right here. I want to know what this reduces down to, so I'm going to type that in. Okay, so we're going to have y equals, make sure you do y equals, parentheses, x cubed minus 27 divided by x minus 3. So I need to find a graph that's going to look like this in my answer options. Okay? So I just go through A, B, and C. X squared, because when something reduces down, they have the same graph. Okay? So y equals x squared minus 3x plus 9. Oh, I got too many minuses in there. All right, I've got 2 graphs, don't I? So that's not it. You want the one that makes it where there's only one graph up here because that means they're the same. So A is not it. But B, all I got to do is change that subtraction to a plus. Look at there. I got 1 graph, don't I? So guess who my answer is? B. So you just have to know how to set this problem up, and then you can use Desmos to do the rest. Okay? All right, so that's it for this video, guys.